we're gonna finish reviewing Platform Game real quick as the first entry. Platform Game by Silver Xenon. So on the screen here is a capture of my Linux laptop, one of them, and just as a quick recap, Mario V1 was like a terminal-based little like platformer where like you controlled this little, well, the @ sign, that's the player, and as you walked around, you would jump on these little platforms by pressing space, like so. It was pretty simple. You couldn't move left, you could only move right. So Mario V2 and V3 were developed in an attempt to make SDL versions of it. Resizing doesn't do anything. So here's the SDL version. Control is still the same. I press D to move to the right. And there's a platform. And I can jump by pressing space. So that all looks to be the same. Now you'll notice every time I walk under these platforms, the game restarts. So it does look confusing, but those are supposed to be like things on the ground, like holes in the ground, but the holes aren't visible. I'm not sure why. So you can see every time we touch one of the holes, the level restarts. That's a little weird. We also lose if we touch the bottom of a platform. Unlike before, it's like the way they did detection this time was if you were underneath a platform, you lose. Whereas in the other game, you could jump underneath the platform. Hey there, Dragoneye, welcome. And you would be fine. So it's like the SDL version of the game is a slightly different game where you must stay above all the visible platforms. Otherwise you lose. What about multi-layered platforms like this? Yep. So there must just be a check where like if you are below any platform, or for every platform, if you are below it, restart the level. So the rules for the SDL version are a little different. Maybe it was their personal choice, maybe they wanted to... Maybe this was their original vision of the game, but the terminal version, they chose a different route? I don't know. But yeah, it's a different game, so I just got reset there. Now, before it would show, like, what level we reached. Okay, it still does, so the terminal says game over, you reached level 13. They also had a third version of the game. It was also an SDL. Ah, I was wondering what this was gonna look like. So I'm in control of the blue square, and there's a red square, which is just jumping around. Now, supposedly, this is supposed to be controlled by an AI. Oh, I can just walk off screen, and that's that, I guess. Now, it's just wiggling back and forth, so first of all, the player can't actually move left. At least I've tried to move left multiple times during this, and I wasn't able to, so I find that a little bizarre, how it's just doing that on its own. I don't understand what this Q thing is. Again, just a quick re-review of their README. They mention the AI is experimental and its learning behavior may vary. The game is designed to work... Oh, wait. They mentioned something about somewhere. An advanced 2D version with an AI learning through Q learning. So I don't know what that means, but I guess it's trying its best. Oh. Like, there's no platforms or anything, so I'm not sure how it learns to avoid them. Because this... Anyways, highly experimental as we can see, but it's something, I guess. I haven't been moving this guy. It looks like it's actually or it's doing things. Okay, that's interesting. So, we just saw how it was, like, standing still, kind of, like, jittering and jumping. Once I pressed a key, it started doing this. I don't know, that's just interesting. Okay. So, that was the one I couldn't get to run yesterday. Hello, hello, welcome. So that was platform game. Now that I finished that, we can... So, my thing with this one is, while it is functional, there's not much game to it. So... I think more could have been done with it, obviously. I think it's kind of interesting that 3 versions of the game were made. I'm not sure why. They probably could have, like, stuck with one and maybe, like, expanded upon it. But it's interesting. Maybe they made a choice to, like, oh, I want to actually have graphics at some point, and that changed things. Who knows? But yeah, I think more effort was spent on that than spent on actually making the Jam project.